some kind of wonderful.
Shamrock Creek.
As I talked about earlier, the kitchen cabinets, we put those in over Christmas, but I didn't get any video of it, so I figured I'd show it really quick. But they still have their film on them, covering them. That's why they're kind of that turquoise color. But we didn't tear that off yet because we want to scratch them up. But anyways, they are all hung on their rails. Feet are on them. They're in their position. The countertop is not on yet. It's just sitting here for the moment because we wanted to get the stove or the range in place before we cut all those, because we'll have to cut them. This one is the right size, but we'll have to cut the ones on this wall to fit around the range. This is where the sink goes, so we'll cut a hole in it for this. And then this is a pretty cool cabinet here. If I can open it without the... Has a, you know, because it's a corner cabinet, it's not really super usable space, but these swing out like this and then pull out. And there's two, and you can adjust the height of them. Kind of neat for storage. So anyways, small good space for the kitchen. Fridge there. So this cabinet now, we had slid it over temporarily, but what we're gonna do is pick it up and slide it back where it goes, and then where we have the marker down there, you can see where the stove pipe came in, or the propane pipe came in that we just ran. We're gonna slide this over. We can bring the range over and prep it. It's got all the wrapping on it still to protect it. Get that ready to go, and then we'll hook it up with the yellow extension tube. Looks like the one we used outside. Make sure it works, and if we're good, then we can slide it in place. So we're going to do that right now, and then once that's in place, really we can cut the tops and bolt them down, and that pretty much does the kitchen, at least for now. Obviously, we've got walls to do and stuff. We'll probably do some tile work too, but down the road. Okay, let's move the range. Oh, we also have a range hood to install, which goes up above there. We're on power for it over Christmas, but we'll have to put that in too.
Yep.
Well, we can, once the stove's in, we can move it back.
Yeah.
Also forgot I got to put the outlet box in. I ran wires down the bottom there and then also up for the range, but there's no box there. So I did bring one. I'm going to put that in because the range plugs in because it does have electric spark ignition on it. So for these. Okay, so we got the outlet in down there, ready to go. We don't need an outlet up there. I looked, the hood has just, we'll just direct wire it with wire nuts, so we're good there. The ZLine range that we're using, this guy, is an absolute thing of beauty. I love it so much. It is, we got the feet on it, and it has some black plates that go over the front feet if you want. Instead of seeing the little round silver feet, you can see these like stubby black feet. Look kind of cool, but we can put those on if we move it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hose, going to hook this thing up, drop the burners in the top, and then check for leaks and light it up, make sure it works. And then if it does, we will slide it into its home base. So there's a Phipps adapter to go from the stove connection here into that flared fitting. So putting this in first. Flexi hose, flares, hooks here. There's our gas line, so I'm going to connect that there.
I'll just keep touching things until you see it.
Say, that's it. No leaks.
You've got to turn it far enough. When you push in.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've not read the manual. Okay, so as you saw, the burner's lit, which was great. I'm going to check the leaks again now that the air's out of the lines. We're actually going to read the manual on this so we can figure out how you light the oven. Wasn't super obvious, so better safe than blowing it up. All these lit, they're not burning quite right, but we knew that would happen when you change the burners out Make sure it's not hot. It's a little hot. Inside the base of these, down at the bottom, there's tiny little burners, and those are what I switched out from liquid natural gas burners to propane burners. Once you do that, you have to adjust the burner, and that's done by some screws up in the front behind the knobs. So we do have to do that still, which will get them all burning the way we like. But so far, so good. We'll do one more leak check, and then we're going to read the manual on the oven. Then we'll slide her in. This is what the burners look like. These are the liquid natural gas ones that I took out. So little hole there, and they're all threaded. So the propane ones, they look almost exactly the same, but they are labeled. They all have a code on them so you know which ones are which. But I did keep these in case we ever needed to use this with LNG, but not likely. But I just kept them all.
Exciting.
All right, got all the burners adjusted. That's pretty easy to do. You just remove the knob, take the little screwdriver, it comes with it, the stove, and goes right inside a hole in the knob where the knob was, and you put the knob in the lowest, put the burner in the lowest position, and then you adjust the burner to be however low you want it to be at that position. So you're basically setting your low to whatever you want. And then once that's done, you put the knob back on and you flip it between high and low and make sure it doesn't go out when you do that, and then you're good to go. You can't adjust the high, it's fixed based on your low. So now we gotta figure out how the oven works and then tweak it, and then we're good to go. So far, no leaks. Super exciting. A real stove. Okay, we'll spray foam the holes we made. One, the outlet was, I had to cut a bigger hole for the outlet than I planned, so I'm going to fill that. And then the hole that goes through into the propane system, I'm going to fill that hole with the tasty foam, and we'll be done. Let's see, they go.
This is the other way.
Yeah.
Skinny to the middle.
Oh, right. Sweet. Gotta clean the stuff off from packing, but. Yeah, fits in there perfect. Now we'll just cut the countertops, come right up to each side, bolt them down, and then good to go. And then the vent hood we have, it'll mount right here. Chimney up, we'll exhaust it right out the side of the building there. So.